This is the story about how becoming a mom
changes you as a woman.
When I look into my child's face, their first laugh, their embrace, I forget myself and I'm floating in space.
Have you taken some time off of work to be with your baby? Are you now contemplating entering the workforce again? Thinking about a new job or field? How do you start? Where do you begin? Today we're talking to Lori McInerney, Director of Strategic Initiatives at CareerBuilder.com and mother, as we explore the question, how do you find the right job after you've taken time off to be with your kids?
If I've taken time off work and now my kids are, a little bigger and I've got a little more free time, how do I even get started?
That's a great question. If you're taking off 3 or 4 months, versus 4, 5, 6 years, it's obviously very different. There's a lot of tools out there to help you get started. One, companies are definitely catering to working mothers more than ever.
What are some ideas for women who want to kind of reevaluate their career path?
Well, there's a lot of different tools. At Career Builder, we have a variety of things, but one that we launched pretty recently is this color test. And it's great. It kind of sounds funny, a color test, but you take this online test, you pick several different colors, and you kind of go through a series of questions, and it actually kind of lays out for you of what you fall into as far as what industry, what field you should be working in. It's really interesting, and it's pretty right on.
Well, okay. Oh my God, we love the color test.
I did it. So did Barb.
And then we were laughing, actually, because my 2 favorites were black and white.
Mine were fuchsia.
So we were cracking up about that. And then when we got the results, and they were so right on. And what's so great, it takes 3 minutes.
And Barb, just tell us what yours is.
I am the organizer, which is so true. Self-control, practical, self-contained, orderly, systematic, precise, and accurate.
Mine is you're a creator. You're non-conforming, impulsive, expressive, romantic, intuitive, sensitive, and emotional.
Yeah, which is totally her.
But you know what's interesting? So what I love is not only is it kind of these fun things about your personality, there are occupations that are good for you.
You know what I'm going to be next? An IRS agent. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, it would be you're like the Grim Reaper.
Or a librarian, if this doesn't work out.
So beyond this, what are some other tools?
There's a couple things, one that will help them. There's CB Resume that will definitely help you get your resume together, which I think anyone's going to need to do.
Oh, so definitely.
And I think another thing, and I'm sure that you did this, it sounds like you were really busy when you were home with your kids, is, no one should ever be ashamed of, I took off a year, I took off 5 years to be home with my children. I mean, our children are the most important things in our life. But I think there's a lot of ways you can transfer those skills to skills in business. I have a lot of friends who were off for a few years and came back. I mean, they were head of their PTA. They helped organize huge events, right? But that's a lot of time management. That's project management. That's organizational skills. That's a lot of things that you can transfer to business today.
So hear that. Right. Don't be embarrassed if you've taken off time. It's a real positive.
There's another tool we have. It's called Career Builder Institute, and it's online courses. So it's online different courses.
Whether that's a great idea.
Yeah, whether it's learning things literally about Microsoft and Excel or learning just different things about different industries. Oh, wow. It can help you get advanced in your own job. Or for someone who's been out of work for several years, this is great for them to kind of take a look at and getting back on course to what they're going to need for their
right, and that's important. I mean, my kids can work my BlackBerry better than I can. Right. I mean, they can work the Mac better than I can. And I mean, that's a little scary because that's probably one of the main things that employers look for.
So you can do them at your own convenience. And we actually have a lot of mothers who are using our tools.
I mean, what a terrific thing, because I know so much of it is feel overwhelmed and then don't know what to do and get sort of paralyzed by it.
Right.
Absolutely. The idea of knowing there's tools is so helpful.
And the last thing we have, it's called CB Salary. And I think CB Salary is excellent for a lot of reasons. If you have been out of the workforce for a while, one, you should get an idea of, based on your skills and what you've been doing, and even on past experience, what you're worth today.
There's no salary for a mom.
Right. And there should be.
Cooker, cleaner, combine them all together. Well, I'm worth $150,000 a year.
Right.
This is an exciting time in your life. You now know love in a way you never thought possible. You have more responsibility than you ever thought reasonable. Take some time and pick a career that is going to fulfill you personally and fit your new life.
Go sit down and finish your breakfast. We're almost ready to go.
Remember, we're all in this together. We want to know what's going on in your mom life.
So come visit our community at jenandbarb.com.
This episode is brought to you by Wheat Thins.
I chose not to. I was teaching on Saturday mornings, but then it got too complicated because Grandpa had to take care of the kids and he didn't like it, so I quit.